I've already mentioned, and it's called The Death of the Human Soul, a Civilization in Ashes. What we are witnessing is not merely the destruction of a people or a place. It's the annihilation of the human soul itself. Gaza burns, but the fire consumes far more than flesh and stone. It devours the very idea of civilization, of shared humanity, of a world that once dared to believe in progress, in justice, in something beyond the naked cruelty of power. This is not just a genocide, it is the murder of meaning, the end of illusions. There was a time, however naive, when people clung to the belief that humanity was capable of moral evolution, that barbarism could be restarted by law, that empathy might triumph over brute force, that the lessons of history, of Auschwitz, of Rwanda, of Darfur, had seared themselves into the collective consciousness. But Gaza has exposed this as a lie. The world watches, debates, equivocates, and in doing so, it signs the death warrant of its own soul. The perpetrators do not merely kill bodies, they slaughter the possibility of belief. The poets, the artists, the philosophers who once wove meaning from suffering now stand mute before the machinery of extermination. What song can be sung after the children of Bet Ammun are buried in mass graves? What verse can capture the systematic snuffing out of an entire civilization's future? The very act of creation feels obscene when the world has chosen destruction. The pleasure of annihilation. This is not indifference, it is celebration. The architects of this horror do not kill out of necessity, but with glee. They revel in their impunity, intoxicated by the knowledge that no law, no morality, no God will hold them to account. They bomb hospitals and smile for the cameras. They starve infants and mock the outcry. They have weaponized not just missiles, but the very concept of humanity, reducing it to a hollow joke. And the world watches, the world debates, the world issues statements, the world moves on. The aftermath of the soul. When the dust settles, if it ever does, there will be no return to what was. The emotional fabric of existence has been torn. The prayers of the devout now ring hollow. For what God permits this? The ideals of the humanist now taste like ash. For what justice exists in the world that licks the boots of butchers? The colours have bled from the canvas of culture, leaving only grey. Gaza is a graveyard of our collective conscience. Rafah, Khan Yunis, Bet Hanun, these are not just places where people die. They are the sites where humanity's last presence of decency is buried. We all tell ourselves stories to survive. We will speak of never again while it happens again. We will pretend that this is an exception, not the rule. But the truth is far worse. This is who we are. This is what we have always been. The soul is dead, and we killed it.
Thanks, Matt.